So this banner is a 6 foot by 3 foot, and as always I search for brown paper banner in elements. I'm going to size it to the size that I need. I like to lock it into place so that it doesn't move around as I'm trying to select other elements. This banner is going to be a fast one as well as a too fast banner. So a birthday banner for a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. So I'm going to take some cute racing pennant flags, make it the size that I want. They're a little bit small, so I'm going to duplicate it and put another one next to it so that it's a little bit longer looking. Now I'm going to select both elements and group them so that I can grab and drop them anywhere that I need to. See how it becomes one big element. I'm just going to place it where I think it should fit. I'm sorry if you can hear my baby in the background talking. She's a happy girl. Now I'm going to search for the font that I want. For these boys, I'm going to do Beast for their fast one and too fast. I'm going to use apricots for the names. Such a cute font. Love that on Canva. And for the other smaller words, I'm going to use Farmer Market. I'm just kind of playing around with the placement just to make it so that I like it, basically. Going to do the same thing with the other boy's name, Weston. The main thing about these is it takes a lot of adjusting. Make sure that you have the right placement for all of your elements. Also, sorry for all my notifications that pop up. I don't know how to fix that. I guess I could put it on Do Not Disturb while I'm doing the tutorials. So now for the fun part, we get to find our elements. So I'm going to search for a race car. Their themes include race cars and motorcycles and anything to do with being fast. So I like to just browse through all of the things. I try to keep in mind that it's going to be something that I have to paint. And so sometimes I'll go for the easier element versus trying to find something really difficult. So one really cool thing that I've learned, and I don't remember who taught me this, but if you adjust the temperature just by a couple degrees, it doesn't change the actual color of the element, but it gives you the option to go back in and change it. Same thing goes for when you're trying to crop and it doesn't have a cropping feature. And I like the nudge feature. especially with the phone, it will try to nudge it a little bit too far. So here I'm just color matching that car so that it'll be the exact same color, especially after it's painted. We need to make sure that they match. That way you're not wasting two different kinds of paint. I just went back through that last part and could hear my baby, so I do apologize for that. Anyhow, I'm just rearranging this. I'm sure I rearrange it 4 or 5 times before it's over, but here we go. Our next element we're looking for is a motorcycle. I'll just adjust it to how I think it fits the best on the screen. And now I'm just going to find a couple little add-on elements to make it a little bit more festive, I guess. Again, making sure that the font sizes are the same so that nobody's name is bigger than another. Here I am just trying to get ideas for the other side of the screen. Try a couple of different things, but I thought that the skid mark was pretty cool. And finally, I was going to add an ampersand to the middle of the names just to kind of tie them together. So I'm going to search for one that I like that kind of matches the vibe. I also always like to have an outline on my main words. It just makes them pop a little bit more in my eyes, and this makes it a little bit more cohesive as well. Since they're two different colors, it's kind of, you know, pulls the eye a little bit more. I'm just still adjusting things, getting it to a point that I like. I also like to outline the elements sometimes just to, again, make it pop. And I'm noticing that the ampersand kind of blends in with the pennant flags, so I'm going to outline that in white to bring that out as well. I'm going to adjust the two-tone grays in the stoplight, and that is the conclusion of my tutorial.